Welcome to our channel PK Transfers Guide. This is our new video, Total English ICSE Class 10. This is for the latest edition. Question number 1. You have to write a composition on it. Before we start, let's see one assignment. The chapter name is Active and Passive Voice. Let's see its solution. First, I was invited to a birthday party yesterday. Second, it is proposed by them to build a school in the village. Third, success is desired by all but achieved only by some. Fourth, you are ordered to cut the vegetables now. Fifth, the audience is forbidden by the rules to enter the hall without a pass. Sixth, she was accused of being rude by her friends. Seventh, it was a pretense by Mrs. Gupta to be a wealthy woman. Eighth, it will be a great surprise for Mr. Das if he is elected. 9. I will be blamed by everyone for my son's behavior. 10th, it is time for the lights to be switched off. Okay, now let's discuss the chapter. Here one thing more, I am just giving you the important points which should be mentioned in your particular essay. Kindly elongate it according to your need. Let's see the first. Story which justify the statement you never get back a spade arrow, a lost opportunity, and a spoken word. The best example would be the World War. But see how it can be proved. Suppose any government of a country took a decision to destroy or defeat any other enemy country through their missiles attack, such that the missiles when lost to hit the target cannot be called upon back. It would be an irreversible process. Or else you can make a similar story including that government orders when passed cannot be taken back so easily. Rather you can make a similar example on Ukraine-Russia war which are quite common. We all are knowing about it. The next topic, teenagers should not be given pocket money. Here there are two cases. If you write in forward of this statement, the points are mentioned below. Kindly go through it. The first point, children shouldn't be given pocket money because it may create a fight between children and parents. They could be easily addicted of it. The next is that children should learn the importance of money in spite of wasting it for any other useless purposes. And the next one, for making a child independent, it becomes quite necessary to stop giving them pocket money. Or else in the future, they would be completely relying upon their parents even when they would have grown up. The last point is quite common. Here all the 3 points are connected with each other. Kindly combine it and just prove it. Why the teenagers should not be given pocket money. Now if you write in against of this statement, then you should mention this point. Just go through it. First point. Children should be given pocket money because they can easily feel the importance of having money and can become responsible. They would realize that they have to save and wait until they can buy the thing they needed. So they will understand that how to manage money. They would learn the need for saving money for a better future. The third, children would be encouraged to have a good education for a good and brightening future. Yeah, it is quite correct because if you're having a good education, you will be pursuing a better career and ultimately a good job which would offer you more money. Now let's see the third part, biggest threat to democracy in India. It is a diagram based question and you may easily find out the 4 factors that were corruption, poverty, terrorism, communal violence. These factors contribute toward the biggest threat to democracy in India. And you may easily find out that corruption, which has the highest percentage, 61%, contributes majorly toward affecting democracy. Now let's see what are those points. Corruption could be defined as an illegal act carried out by public, political leaders, or any other officials for their personal benefits. Causes. Nature of human being. They hunger and thirst to accumulate more and more money either through legal or illegal means. Lack of moral and spiritual education given to the children which becomes one of the most important factors affecting corruption. Lack of jobs for people which forces them to depend upon bribery. In a similar way, you may easily add a few lines regarding the 4 remaining factors. Okay, now let's see both the question. We will be discussing about it in our next screen. Okay, so let's see. The D part. Basically, you have to show the importance of your teachers in your life, in your journey. So make a story of yourself and your teachers that how he or she contributes toward your career and in your all-round development. And while writing such incident, mention all those important variable characteristics of your teachers such as determination, hardworking, kindness, friendly behavior. Just elongate it according to your need. Okay, now let's see the next question. Now next one, the picture based question. You have to minutely observe the picture and find it out what it is saying. What does this picture mean to you? After proper analysis, it could be a composition on heavy downpour in your town which creates a flood-like situations because people are found moving from their resident place to another place for saving their life. Just extended, even most of the houses were fled away. Authorities including flood relief's armed forces were deployed to evacuate and supply necessary food items to the flood victims. So the picture suggests us that most of the villagers are moving at the same place by boat. So using all these ideas, kindly make a story on it. Now we have completed the composition. Now let's see letter, notice and emails. Before we start, you must learn the format of formal and informal letter. See, at first you have to write your address, your pin with one line space, now the date on which the letter is written by you. Again a line, one line space, dear friend name. Now you have to start writing a letter, body of the letter. Actually, each part of your letter has some marks. By the way, you're writing a letter to your friend inviting him for an excursion to a place of historical importance. So it's a kind of informal letter. So kindly note down its format. So in this body of the letter, I am giving you the complete information, ideas that must be added into your body of a letter. Okay. Hey Raghav, we have not been able to meet since last year, and I am knowing that you are enjoying vacations with your family. Raghav, I have a plan. I have an utmost desire to visit historical monuments in Delhi. Then you have to mention the places which are going to be visited by you: Red Fort, Jama Masjid, Qutub Minar, Jantar Mantar, etc. We will be also enjoying the architectural wonders of this modern time, which would be the Parliament House, Rashtrapati Bhavan, etc. This all contributes to knowledge of a particular student in a history subject. So I am very sure that we will be enjoying these wonderful moments, and these sweet memories will always keep us fresh and energetic in all the field of life. Now with the proper ending of your letter, you have to write your loving friend. Listen to the next page. Your loving friend, your name Vikrant. Now the second part of the question number 2 is also a letter, but in this case it's a formal letter. The major difference is that you have to write your address as well as the one who received the address. Okay, the writer address and the receiver address. See its format clearly. Mark the difference between the one shown earlier and the now which is being shown to you. Okay, let's see its body in the next page. So let's see the body. This is a complete letter, so you may easily copy it out. You have to write dear sir, then you have to start writing the body of the letter. I am writing you letter to bring to your notice a very serious matter that your staff have been ignoring so many complaints filed by me regarding a garbage dump being found next to my house. I have tried to contact you physically, but your staff shows ignorance and due to which their inaction has compelled me to approach you through this letter. Just copy this paragraph. Okay. Respected sir, actually there is an empty plot next to my house which has become a dumping ground. Along with the house, some e-waste, construction waste, and the useless hospital waste are also being added into this garbage dump. And even the Nagar Nigam workers, or you may say Safai Kamchari, use this place invariably to deposit waste products here, collected all through the day. Keeping this in mind, the infection that can be spread in our locality has created an increasing risk of an outbreak of very harmful diseases. Okay, see the next page. So now concluding this letter, sir, we request you to create proper awareness in our locality and take some appropriate and strict action in this issue. So your subscription, yours truly or faithfully, your name or signature, Vikrant, and your place. Now, question number 3A. Your school is organizing an online inter-school painting competition on the occasion of World Environment Day. Write a notice for your school informing the students of the event, the format as well as the last date of submission of the entries online for the event. And in part B, you have to write an email to the principal of a neighboring school and its body will be almost same with that of the notice in part A. All the facts which you have added into your notice part should also be mentioned in your email. There will be no much difference between their content. Before we start, one thing more, you have to write your complete notice within a square box. At the first, you have to write the name of your school, then you have to write notice in capital letter. Then this is to inform all the children that the particular name of your school is hosting an online inter-school painting competition on occasion of World Environment Day. Mention a date here. All the students from class 11th and 12th are requested to submit their entries latest by your date. The topic of this inter-school painting competition is Clean Yourself, Clean India. Arman Rathore and Banata Singh, the renowned painter, will be the judges in this competition. Winners list will be published by 10th April, a particular date. There will be the cash prizes for the first three winners and a participation certificate will be issued to each candidate. For more information, contact to undersign. Then the left part you have to write thanking you, arts department head. This is a complete sufficient part. No need to add anything here. Then the email. Just make a meaningful email of a principal of neighboring school. I have written as principal Xavier at the rate of gmail.com. Subject requesting to send online entries. Then you have to write dear sir. This is to inform you that name of your school is hosting an online inter-school painting competition on occasion of World Environment Day on then mention the same date which you have written in your notice. All the students from class 11th and 12th are requested to submit their entries latest by. Again you have to mention a date. Now, I have told you earlier, there will be no much difference between the notice and email in its body. Kindly look at it and note it down. Moving to the next part, the next question. Yeah, this is the passage one. We'll be looking at its solution. Let's see. Yeah, question 4a. Here you can easily search its meaning on internet, but a single word has sometimes different meaning. Just make sure what this passage is asking about. First, enduring, lasting long, continuing for a long time. Second, sobered, quite serious and sensible. Third, prejudice, a kind of strong, unreasonable feeling of not trusting someone. And it's this passage, it refers to race and religion. Now, the subjective type question. Here the question says, why does the narrator think that Aunt Rachel never had a bad day in her life? The answer, Aunt Rachel was always found to be very happy. The narrator had seen her always cheerful and smiling. That's why he thinks that Aunt Rachel never had a bad day in her life. Okay, the next question. Now, second question. What had happened to Aunt Rachel's husband and children? Answer. As Aunt Rachel's mistress went broke, I am referring to Aunt Rachel's her husband and seven children were sold serially one by one as slaves. Third question. Why did Henry go away from her? Answer. Henry was Aunt Rachel's youngest child. Before he was separated from her mother, Henry has whispered and vowed that he would run away and work and buy Aunt Rachel's freedom, but even he was also sold as a slave. The fourth question. What happened during the Civil War? Before the American Civil War, Aunt Rachel worked as a cook in a family. No sooner did the Union Army officer occupy the town, family fled away, leaving all its servants behind, and the Aunt Rachel started working as a cook for them. The next question. Now, fifth question. What happened at the ball one night? How did Henry meet his mother? Answer. At one night there was a ball and a soldier entered into the kitchen. After inquiring the kitchen, Aunt Rachel drove him away, repeating the word her mother used to say. The young man's expression changed momentarily on hearing the words. Next morning he appeared in Aunt Rachel's kitchen again, where he found that the soldier was a Henry. Thus the soldier who has entered into her kitchen is none but her son Henry. In this way, a son meets her mother once again. Now the C, quite difficult, that you have to write the suffering borne by the Aunt Rachel in not more than 50 words. Now let's see what should be its solution. Answer. Rachel was an African American and so she had to bear discrimination and prejudices due to her caste and color of her skin. One day, her mistress became broke. Rachel was separated from her husband and 7 children who were sold as slaves. Even her youngest son, Henry, was also sold. You may count it, this may contain approx 50 words. Okay, let's see the next. Okay, see the solution of the previous question completely on this screen. Now the question 5, 0 is already mentioned in your textbook. Now let's start with the first answer number 1, rested, second, enjoying, third, spreading, fourth, dangling, fifth, bewildered, sixth, grew, 7, puzzled, and 8, falling. Now the prepositions type question, fill in each blank with an appropriate word. This may require some type of accuracy. In such grammar type questions, the more questions you practice, more accurate you will be. The answer 1, around, second, with, third, against, 4, into, fifth, from, 6, in, 7th, for, 8, on. Yeah, if you guys want tricks for solving these questions, kindly let me know through the comment box. Okay, the next question. Now the two questions. C. Join the following sentences to make one complete sentence without using and, but or so. D. Rewrite the following sentences according to the instructions given after each. Make other changes that may be necessary, but do not change the meaning of each sentence. Now let's see its solution in the next page. If you feel any doubt, be free to ask. C. Answer first. Going inside the room, he saw a strange sight. Second, don't go out lest the cold wave makes you sick. Third, Einstein, who was a great scientist, discovered the theory of relativity. Fourth, as soon as the bell rang, the students rushed out. D. First, though it rained heavily, a large number of the students were present. Second, he always takes up on the work which he does. Third, the story is so good that it cannot be true. Fourth, when he realized his mistake, he apologized to her. Fifth, not much is known about his plans. Sixth, hardly had the train arrived when then all the rushed into the compartment. Seventh, she is not as good a singer as she is a dancer. Seventh, should she feel pain during the night, give her an ice pack. Now the assignment one, we will be also discussing about it. Okay. So the words often confused. Answers. First, the parcel has been already delivered. Second, we went to the picnic altogether. Third, now it is a different story altogether. Fourth, we are always spilling milk on the table. Fifth, Annie comes always late. And sixth, it is already 8 o'clock, let us go. See the difference between second and third. Okay, so I have discussed all the solutions with you. Now, this complete solution has been made by ICSE toppers, including me, and has been checked by ICSE teachers. Okay, so if you all guys liked the video and want a seamless solution for the remaining chapters, kindly let me know through the comment box. Till then, please subscribe and stay tuned. Okay, bye bye.